Hey guys, Sean Nalawani of EliteImpactLabs.com here, and in this video I want to talk about the topic of weight training for muscle definition and the difference between a weight training plan that is used for a mass gaining phase versus one that is used during a cutting phase. So if you're training hard in the gym and you're following a controlled nutrition plan, then you likely have one of two primary goals. Either you want to build overall muscle size and strength, or you want to burn off body fat and get a leaner and more defined body. Now, when it comes to weight training for building mass, most people have a pretty reasonable idea of what needs to be done. Heavy weights lifted with a high level of intensity, low to moderate reps, compound exercises, and a focus on continual progression from week to week. When it comes to weight training for overall fat loss and definition, however, most lifters go down the completely wrong path by following the totally false idea that heavy weights and low reps builds muscle and light weights and high reps burns fat. So they'll switch over to a cutting phase and then reduce the amount of weight they're lifting, increase the reps, and include more isolation exercises to somehow define the muscles and bring out more hardness and separation. In fact, this type of approach is actually directly counterproductive to your goals. There really only are two things that you can do with your muscles. You can either make them bigger or you can make them smaller. But there's no such thing as an exercise that defines or shapes or sculpts a given muscle, and there are certainly no weight training techniques that are going to magically bring out more hardness and separation in your physique. Muscle definition is a product of one thing and one thing only, and that is the amount of overall muscle mass that you're carrying in combination with your overall body fat percentage. The lower your body fat percentage is, the more defined and separated your muscles are going to appear. And of course, the higher your body fat percentage is, the less defined and less separated your muscles are going to appear. On top of this, there's no way for you to target fat loss from specific areas of your body by training those areas with weights. And this is known as the fallacy of spot reduction, which I've talked about many times before in the past. Anytime you train with weights, all you're really doing is stimulating the specific muscles that are involved in that particular movement. But this has no effect on the fat stores in and around that particular area. Fat loss occurs as you place your body into a calorie deficit by consistently burning more calories than you consume. And this is accomplished by reducing your dietary caloric intake and by increasing overall caloric expenditure through additional exercise. Over time, you're going to lose fat from your entire body as a whole, but you have no control over the specific areas where fat is burned from. So we've established two really important things so far. Number one, there's no possible way for you to define or sculpt a given muscle. All you can really do is make your muscles bigger or smaller. And number two, fat loss is achieved through a calorie deficit, which will cause you to lose fat from your entire body as a whole over time. So what is the correct weight training approach then for a cutting phase? Well, it's exactly the same as the approach that you used when your goal was to gain overall muscle size and strength. You need to train with heavy weights, so weights that are heavy for you as an individual, that is, low to moderate reps, compound exercises, and put all of your focus on either improving or maintaining your strength levels each week. You have to remember that unless you are very genetically gifted or you're a complete beginner, you're not going to be adding muscle size while you're in a calorie deficit. Your goal during a cutting phase is to simply maximize fat loss while maintaining as much of your hard-earned muscle as possible. And this is why a properly structured weight training routine is so important during a fat loss cycle, because you need to provide your muscles with the most powerful stimulus possible in order to give your body a very good reason to hold on to its lean mass despite being in a calorie deficit. And again, this is accomplished using the exact same principles that you follow during your mass gaining phase. As you keep that lean muscle mass intact and you gradually reduce your body fat each week through proper diet and through some additional cardio exercise, that muscle definition that you're after will gradually increase over time. So just remember this during a cutting phase. Number one, weight training is for maintaining muscle. And number two, diet and cardio is for burning fat. If you follow the lightweight, high reps approach, all you really end up doing is providing a weaker stimulus to your muscles, which will actually increase the chances of muscle loss during your cut. So I hope you found the information in this video lesson useful today. If you did enjoy the video, as always, please make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our future videos. Also, make sure to grab your free 28-day muscle building plan using the link in the description box below, which includes a free workout plan, meal plan, and supplement guide. And make sure to join us over on Facebook using the link in the description box as well for daily articles, videos, tips, and bodybuilding supplement giveaways. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.